It is minus 20 degrees Celsius. A heavy cargo plane descends through the Arctic fog, touching down on a frozen runway on a remote island deep inside the Arctic Circle. There are no tourists here. There are no military bases. The pilot steps out into the biting wind, his breath pluming in the freezing air. He supervises the rapid unloading of highly secured, unmarked steel crates onto the tarmac. He does not ask what is inside them. His only job is to deliver them to a massive concrete wedge protruding from the side of a frozen mountain. Deep inside the mountain, a 60-year-old caretaker walks slowly through a long, echoing tunnel carved into the permafrost. The mountain is naturally cooled by permafrost, while the seed chambers are mechanically maintained at minus 18 degrees. He runs his gloved hand over the frost-covered crates. He is not guarding wealth. He is guarding the ultimate insurance policy.
You probably expected something far more valuable. You were right. You just misunderstood what valuable means. It's seeds.
Welcome to the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. This facility currently holds more than 1.4 million seed samples, representing thousands of crop varieties from gene banks around the world. It is the physical backup hard drive of human agriculture. Thousands of miles away, under a punishing, relentless sun, a farmer in Kansas stands in a bone-dry field. He kneels down, crushing the parched, crumbling soil between his fingers. The harvest is failing. For this farmer, this is not an abstract geopolitical problem. It is a physical crisis. His entire livelihood depends on a small number of highly specialized crops, bred for maximum yield and efficiency. And that efficiency comes with a price. Modern agriculture is an absolute miracle of maximum yield and maximum profit, but it has systematically stripped away thousands of years of natural resilience. When the rains stop, or a new aggressive pathogen spreads, these specialized crops do not just fail in one isolated field. They fail across entire continents. Walk into any modern supermarket, and you are immediately presented with an illusion of infinite abundance. The shelves are always stocked, but beneath the colorful packaging, the global food system is dangerously fragile. It operates on a razor's edge of efficiency. We have sacrificed biological diversity for sheer volume. If this highly centralized system fractures, the reality is stark. A few weeks of serious disruption would be enough to turn a food shortage into a social crisis. And that entire agricultural system relies completely on constant, uninterrupted inputs. Modern agriculture depends heavily on synthetic fertilizers. In fact, fertilizers contribute to roughly half of global crop yields, and producing these fertilizers requires enormous amounts of natural gas. Their distribution, meanwhile, depends on the same fragile global shipping lanes that move food, fuel, and industrial goods around the planet. A single disruption in energy or logistics can cascade through the agricultural system.
And that's the part most people miss. The food system doesn't have to disappear. It only has to slow down,
The architects of global power understand this terrifying truth. A nation can survive a massive stock market crash. A nation can survive a collapsed currency. But a prolonged collapse of the agricultural system could threaten something far more fundamental: social stability itself.
The Svalbard Vault is not a museum of the past. It is a backup. And civilizations do not build backups for systems they believe cannot fail.
The vault is a silent, concrete acknowledgement that the complex, hyper-efficient machine we call modern society is dangerously close to the breaking point. For now, the fragile system holds. The supermarkets restock their shelves. The global cargo planes continue their endless flights. Back in the Arctic, the caretaker finishes his daily inspection, walking back toward the light. The pilot signs the final delivery manifest, pulls up his collar against the wind, and boards his aircraft. As the engines roar to life in the freezing air, the heavy steel doors of the vault grind shut, sealing the seas in absolute darkness. The rest of the world continues to worry about inflation, national debt, and daily political theater. But deep in the ice, the true currency of survival is quietly waiting for the day the lights do not turn back on.
Not gold, not money, but data is the real wealth of our time. Not data, seeds.
The past is never truly gone. It simply changes currencies. If you want to understand the hidden forces shaping our future, subscribe to the Macro Historian. We do not just read history. We decode the mechanics of global power. Until the next chapter.